What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I want to give you guys a quick market update because in my opinion, we are at a make or break moment for Bitcoin. And I just want to talk about some key levels I'm watching and kind of what I'm expecting, because as I look at the charts here, we are up against key resistance and we are starting to get some toppy bear signals popping up on some of those higher time frames, which we have to be aware of. However, we are also knocking on the door to a potential low volume gap that could break us up to much higher prices, getting us potentially into that 26 to 28K level, maybe even up to 30K. So right now, we are at a make or break level. If we break above, things could get very exciting. But if we are going to cool off with those toppy, higher daily time frame signals, then we may be ready to come down for a little bit of a retracement. Now, I do want to preface this whole video with I am leaning a bit more bullish in the long term. So even if this does wind up bringing us down, I'm going to be talking about some key levels of support I'm watching. However, I would still be looking for longs at those levels because I am a little bit more bullish in the long term. And the fact that we made higher highs on the weekly very recently has got me feeling very bullish. Money flow is also very, very thick on some of the higher time frames. So if we do come down, I will be looking for longs. I'm not calling for a crash down to zero, at least yet. But let's go ahead and jump right into the charts and start taking a look at some of these levels. So here we are, guys, on the 16-hour time frame. So I do just want to cover kind of the bearish scenario here first. So here we are actually on the daily time frame, and as you guys can see, we are starting to put some higher highs in on the daily into a key level of resistance, which is this local golden pocket, and we actually have momentum making lower highs coming out, right? So we have a discrepancy between our price action making higher highs, except the momentum is coming out. This is a bearish divergence and typically does warrant a correction to the downside. Now, I will preface you guys, or I will let you guys know that, just because we have a bearish divergence does not necessarily mean we are going to dump to the downside, especially because we are in such a strong uptrend. However, coming up against this key resistance, as well as getting this bearish signal on the daily, and not only on the daily, we also have this on the 16-hour and the 12-hour. It's actually confirmed on the 12-hour, so you can see you have your momentum coming out, your price making higher highs into that key level of resistance. So this is looking a little bit more bearish, especially if that 16-hour bearish divergence starts to print. This is looking a little bit more bearish. I would also wait for this red dot to confirm before actually taking this seriously. So these are very valid bearish signals that could wind up giving us a move to the downside. Now, if we do get a move to the downside, some of the first key levels I will be watching are going to be right here at about $22,319, or right here is $22,312. Now, this is going to be the first level I will be looking at for some significant support. Now, if we lose that level, I will be looking down to this level right here, which is our previous value area high, or I guess our current value area high at about $21,368. Now, as you guys know, when you're looking at the volume profile, there are two things that can happen when you come out of your value area. And by value area, I mean the level or the area between the value area low and the value area high. So that would be between these lines. This is your value area. You can consider this as a fair price for Bitcoin or a balanced price, and then anytime you come out of that range, it becomes imbalanced, and when you are imbalanced, price will typically hunt out balance again. And when you come out of that value area, it is likely that if you don't bring a ton of new volume in on the profile, you will get sucked back into your value area, and more precisely close to your POC, being that it is the high volume node of your range, and typically price is attracted to these high volume nodes. You can see most of this price action was stuck on that point of control down here. So price will always be attracted to these levels. Now, we came out of our value area down here. We kind of ranged around a little bit just before getting sucked back into the value area, but now we are breaking out to the upside. So if we do get a move down and we break through this level here at about 22,312, I will be looking for a potential move down back to revisit the value area high, and this will be a very key level to watch, in my opinion, because when you come down to that value area high, either one of two things is going to happen. You're going to get support on that value area high, and you are going to completely break away from this whole range that we've been trading in, and price will then hunt out a new area of balance or the next high volume node. Now, if we go ahead and turn on our visible range volume profile, or VVVR, as you guys know I like to call it, if we do wind up getting that to happen and we can stick our support on that value area high, I will look for price to potentially break through these highs, which will make things get very interesting, guys. This is why I say it's a make or break moment for Bitcoin, because if we do break these highs that we made at about 25K, this does open the door to this low volume gap, as you can see right here, which will not give us much resistance on the way up. So if we can hold support here, get that bounce, pull into this low volume gap, price could wind up getting, moving to the upside very, very quickly. And where is price likely going to go? It's going to go hunt out that next high volume node. And this high volume node is coming in between about 28 and 30K. So this is why I say it's a make or break moment, because we are getting those top signals. I have to be honest with you guys, I hate when we're at these moments in the market, because the TA and the technicals are definitely pointing to a cool off. However, we are so close to this low volume node that all we have to do is pop up a little bit and price could really start to rip, right? So this is kind of this is one scenario I do see happening if we do cool off. Now, if we do wind up coming down to this level and we lose this level, I will look to potentially break back into this range, back into this value area that we were trading in back here. And, that is, we lose this value area, bearishly retest, can't get above it. We may start to range back down here. However, you can see just by looking at the volume, just deleted it. Let me bring it back up. If you look at this volume, you can see we do have a lot of volume down here. So this shelf or ledge of volume right here, being at about $21,800 would be a very, very, very strong level to look at. And I think this was a level that Crypto Face was talking about on my live stream last night. If you did not catch that live stream last night, definitely that is one that is worth going to rewatch. But I think this was another level that he was actually watching at about $21,800, and I would 100% have to agree, because if we can stick that, it will be likely for us to get a move up to that 28 to 30K level, and if we break below it, we will likely, start trading in this range, and the low end of this range does get back into the 18, 19,000. So we will be coming down to lower prices if we do break back into that range. And just so you guys know, right here, again, that level at about 22,312 is a key level, because if we come down to a lower time frame, and just zoom out a little bit here, you can actually see that in between this level and that value area high, we do also have a little bit of a fall off in volume. So if we do break below that, it would be likely for us to get a quick move down to that value area high, and then that is going to be decision time. Now, with all that being said, let me just go ahead and clear some of these drawings off of the chart. And now let's go ahead and take a look at kind of why I would be, or why I do think we could continue up in the longer term. Now, the reason for this, guys, is because we made a higher high on the weekly, and that's not just it. There are many reasons to start feeling bullish here, at least in the medium term, even if we cool off short term. We do have a weekly bullish divergence that confirmed a while ago. We were talking about this forever, and we were expecting a big move to come out of this. But again, you can see we are coming up to that strong level of resistance. But on top of that, guys, we did make a higher high on the weekly, which is very, very bullish, in my opinion. On top of that, guys, we do have the monthly green dot. Let me pull up a chart with a little bit more price history here. We do have the monthly green dot now confirmed on Heikinashi and regular candles. Every other time this has happened, guys, the bottom has already been in. That is not me calling the bottom is in 100%. You guys, you want to keep in mind here that any kind of black swan event could come up out of nowhere. And if you guys have been watching the news, there has been some crazy stuff going on. So all it takes is one black swan for us to absolutely get wrecked to the downside. But historically, you could see that every single time we've gotten a monthly green dot, we got one right here. Bottom came in, a few candles back. Right here, we got another green dot on the monthly. Bottom came in a few candles back. And now we're here again with a monthly green dot. And if that is the case and the bottom is in, the bottom would have come in a couple candles before. So very, very interesting here. This is kind of why, even if this isn't the bottom, I am feeling pretty decent about a potential continued move to the upside. This is actually reminding me about back when we were actually coming down in the bear market before, everybody was had completely accepted that it was the bear market. We were pulling this fib retracement all the way from the all-time high down to the lows, trying to find a macro golden pocket that we may go ahead and retrace to. And that golden pocket is now coming in at between about 48 and 50K. This is essentially where it has been. You can see we broke below that, came back up, and then bearishly rejected off of it hard into the dark depths of this bear market. And you can see here, big volume gap up to that 30K level. That is definitely our more local stop. But you never know, guys. You could see in 2018, we had a massive fake out bull run that actually came up to test that same macro golden pocket. This has happened, I believe, in other bull runs as well. But you can see we came all the way down the bear market, and then price got a fake out bull run right to tap that golden pocket, that macro golden pocket from the all-time high, almost to the dollar. It's interesting to see if we are going to get something to play out similarly here. So just understand that it is not possible to get a huge rally here if we are going to see some kind of a fake out bull run like we did in the 2019 bear market before absolutely getting that black swan and coming all the way back to revisit the lows of the bear market, giving everybody a second chance to get into the market. So just wanted to give you guys kind of my macro outlook. And then, if we do, another reason why I am being very cautious, I am currently in a short position. It's basically at break even right now, looking to short this level to potentially catch this pullback if it happens. But the reason I'm being very cautious and kind of managing the risk on that trade very, very closely is because if we do wind up getting another move up, you guys will know, just zooming out here, our next target, let me go ahead and go to a lower time frame so we could see a little bit better. That next target that we're looking at is that 25K level. This is essentially revisiting the highs that we created all the way back here in August. But if we do make it up to that level, guys, we will be in that 25 to 25.5K level. And if we do that, that will complete our measured move of this falling wedge pattern we had on the higher time frames that we posted in the premium Discord. I don't even know how long ago. I mean, this was forever ago. This is about on January 8th. We were looking at this falling wedge with that technical target of between about $25,000 and $26,000. So if we do get up there, that will be the completion of that measured move, in which case there would also be a good time to start looking for shorts, because if we don't come down from where we are right now, we might get that second push up, but we are going to also be hitting another level of key resistance, which might be a good chance to cool off if we're not going to cool off from where we are right now. So, guys, I think that's all the time I got for this video. I just wanted to get this out there and give you guys a quick little market update. Probably going to be doing a bunch more of this. If you guys watch the live streams, you will know we've been talking about, kind of not revamping the channel, but just really, leveling up. We've kind of nailed what we've got going right now, and we want to add more content. I want to put more TA, more value out there for the Candle Mafia, both in the premium Discord and in the free Discord and the YouTube channel, which is obviously free. So stay tuned for that, guys. Big changes coming in the next few weeks. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Frankie Candle out.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll.